One thing that I feel like a lot of people forget is just how big the world is, and how your life could be completely different if you lived in a different country, and how there are just so much things that you just can't enjoy because it just doesn't exist in the country that you live in. A good example, what if you want to play a game, but it's in a language that you don't understand? Well, too bad, you're just never going to be able to play it unless you actually learn that language. And that is just something that's just insane to think about. Or in that case, it could just be skill issues. So when something is worldwide, where it's all over the place and they have stores open in multiple countries, or if you're playing a video game and it has multiple language support, that is just something extremely impressive and something that I feel like we don't really realize how rare that is, because there are just so much things that are just exclusive to one area. And one thing that is worldwide and a super successful business easily has to be fast food. I'm pretty sure this is something that a lot of people have tried before, and there's a lot of iconic fast food restaurants that are open all over the world. And one thing that I think is very interesting is how the quality of that food could be drastically different depending on where you live. A good example is something like Burger King. Burger King in America is pretty well known for being absolutely terrible. Their food is horrible, it does not taste good at all, and I wouldn't be surprised if they really do pick up all of their food from the dumpster. Like when the other fast food place throw away their burgers because absolutely no one wants to eat it, they just go and pick it up and serve it to you, because it is absolutely terrible. For some weird reason, they are people who do like Burger King. Yes, they do exist, and I do not know what's wrong with them. One moment that I'll always remember is that when I was watching some VTuber's live stream, she was doing like a fast food tier list, and for some weird reason, she has decided to put Burger King in B tier, and I absolutely could not believe what I was hearing. I was wondering if something was wrong with her. People do like that, I don't know why. But Burger King in a different country, a good example is somewhere like the UK, is praised for how amazing it is. They talk about how the food there is transcendent, and basically if you take a bite of a burger there, you'll have a completely life-changing experience because of how good it is. And there's a lot of examples of places like that. Another good example is something like McDonald's. How McDonald's in America is talked about to just be extremely mid, but a McDonald's in somewhere like Japan, a lot of people say it's really good. But one thing that I think is funny, and one place that no matter where you go, a lot of people can agree that the food there is terrible, is Subway. Subway probably has to have one of the most biggest fall-off in history, because back then there was a time where Subway was actually good. You know, you'll eat it, you'll have a good time, you can get yourself an amazing cookie, and the sandwich was actually extremely good. But those days are absolutely over, and now Subway is just absolutely garbage. It is so disgusting, and this is no matter where you go. Everywhere in the world that has a Subway, no one talks about how amazing the food is. They just talk about how absolutely terrible it is, and how also they're able to lie to a lot of people to think that Subway is healthy. Like, if you still think Subway is healthy, it is absolutely not at all. That food is not good for you, and if you are truly eating that to lose weight, you are making a big mistake. That is absolutely insane that they're able to trick millions of people to think that that is healthy. As we all know, Subway is not good. The food is absolutely garbage. I can literally go on for hours on how absolutely terrible Subway is. But I'm not here to talk about that. What I'm here to talk about is that for some weird reason, Subway has decided to start a challenge that if you change your name to Subway, you can get unlimited subs. Yes, this is true. Who would do something like this? Who will literally sit down and think to themselves, you know what's going to be something extremely great? To go and change my name, a decision that I don't really know how hard it is to do, but I'm going to make an educational guess that it's going to be pretty difficult to go and change your name, and that's not just something that you can do constantly over and over again, because you know your name is something very important. I am going to go and change my name, and this is probably going to be a permanent decision that I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life, and I'm going to go and change it to Subway, so I can go and get unlimited terrible sandwiches. That is something that makes absolutely no sense to me, and if you truly think that this is a good idea, there's probably something wrong with you. Now obviously this is a challenge that's going to be out for a limited time, because you know everything needs to be limited time, so you can have a bunch of people rush in there and instantly go and accept the challenge, because you know they just really need to go and get a bunch of free subs, because we all know the quality of Subway, and your reward for this is that you basically can go and get unlimited subs, or you get like a bunch of free sandwiches or something. I absolutely have no clue why someone will do something like that. And this is basically just an instant free code to get made fun of. Like, imagine how absolutely sad it would be if someone asks you like, hey, what's your name? And you go like, oh, my name, it's Subway. Like, why would he do that? That's not even a cool name. Now, yes, there are a lot of people who do change their names to video game characters, or like name their kid based off a video game character. But most of the time, if someone's gonna go and do something like that, they're probably gonna pick like an extremely cool name. Like a good example, Zelda. That's an awesome name. You know what's not? Subway. Yeah, I'm gonna change my name to Subway. An extremely terrible food restaurant that somehow has restaurants worldwide, but all humans can come together and agree that Subway is absolutely terrible. I'm going to change my name to this just so I can go and get unlimited sandwiches. Anyway, this is just something that I saw and just something that I just had to talk about because this is just so dumb. Please do not join this challenge and do not change your name to Subway just so you can get terrible sandwiches. It is not worth it at all. Anyway, this is just something that I wanted to talk about. My name is Lua. You have a good day or night. See ya.